All right, I want to point something out that nobody's talking about in this latest traffic stop from the NFL player Tyreek Hill. I did a full breakdown. I'll put the link in the description below if you want to see my start to finish of this stop. This stop is 100% lawful. The use of force was 100% lawful, but it doesn't mean that it was moral. This is a fantastic stop to show that both sides are 100% right and wrong in this scenario. It's a fantastic training video. It really is. But I want to point something out that nobody is talking about, and I noticed today, and we're going to talk about it together. In this stop, I'm going to play it here. We're going to look at it. So you're looking at the vantage point from the secondary officer, right? You have a contact and a cover officer when you do this stop. And for the most part, the contact does the talking. The backup or the cover officer keeps their fucking mouth shut. That's how it's done, right? More mouths, more confusion, period. But I want to know, I noticed something today, like, holy shit, no one's talking about this. I'm going to play this. The car's already stopped. People say he was doing 100 miles an hour in a traffic zone. We don't see that from the original body camera footage. What it could have been is if they were on a traffic duty, somebody down the road or up the road sees the car fly past, catches on radar, radios up and says, hey, stop the black Lamborghini that's going past. The vehicle is stopped. Let's watch this.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Or what?
I covered this in great detail yesterday. From the beginning, this is nothing more than a machismo. It is. And for those who are saying it can't be racist because the cops aren't white, clearly you do not know Hispanic, Venezuelan, Puerto Rican, Cuban males and the machismo and the pissing match that they get into, right? You have no fucking clue with it. And it is. I don't care if it's Latin men, Italian men, black men. It's a male thing. But then when you divide it on culture and race, it amplifies. Now you put it in the mix. Somebody has to talk about what's the history between Cuban, because I believe these are Cuban American officers, heavy, thick accents. So I want to know what their generation is here. Are they first generation here? Are they dual citizenship? I have some questions about the morals and the ethics of the hiring process that's done with police departments, and in this instance, the Miami-Dade Police Department. I talked about, too, it's not unusual to have this many bikes there. You could count this as two squad cars, two-man squad cars, so you got 4 bikes. But pay attention. This is what no one is talking about. Did you catch that? Did you catch that? I'm going to play it again. Remember, this is the backup officer, the cover officer, contact cover. You've got enough cops there. 2 is what you need. Speeding, he handed over the driver's license. In my professional opinion, as a former cop, the cop should take the driver's license, write the ticket, send him on his way. Listen again.
Or what?
The cop walked away, motioned to the other 2 backup officers. It's Tyreek. Listen, I'll crank up the volume one more time.
Or what?
So right there, Tyreek Hill. As he comes back, watch. This is proof that this was racial, this was intentional, and even though the cops did everything lawful, they did everything lawful, and that should terrify you what the police are allowed to do. The stop was lawful, the extraction from the car was lawful, the fucking forcing of him down was lawful, you name it. Watch. I have questions that need to be answered for this one.
Hey, keep your window down. Hey, keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car.
Does he have to do the window down? Yeah, he could crack it this much. Do they have the lawful authority to extract him from the vehicle? He does. Pennsylvania versus Mims. We talked about this in the last video. You have to articulate officer safety, in which this point, I don't think he can. It's a pissing contest. If any judge looks at this video, says, you got his driver's license, what more do you want? Why are you extracting him from the vehicle? I think that although lawful, I think that there's a very gray, immoral, unethical part from the cop here. But here's my issue.
As a matter of fact, get out of the car.
Who's this? Who's this that just walked up? Why did he just walk up? You already have a backup officer there. This is now adding to the fuel of the fire. For those of you who are like, well, Tyreek should have just complied, this is escalation by police presence. But there's more to this, right? It's not just mere presence. We're going to keep watching.
Give me that. Get out of the car. Give me that.
First thing I want to know is, why has this cop got neck tattoos? Now, I have stations with the cross tattoos. My department did allow, there were no restrictions on our tattoos. I could have gotten neck tattoos if I wanted to. But I'm going to look at this for a second, right? Because it's also Miami. Why are they wearing these heat sleeves? What's going on with this?
Break that freaking window. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
You already heard him. He's escalating it. This cop comes out of nowhere, and he's already got a fucking hard on. This cop is waiting for an asshole after he was told who it was. So there's my first question. Why did this cop just arbitrarily come up and escalate shit to break that fucking window after he was told, hey, it's Tyreek Hill, right? Although he didn't have any interest in the stop until he found out who it was.
As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Give me that. Get out of the car. Give me that. Break that freaking window. Get out of the car.
He said, give me attitude. I'll break that fucking window. I can't understand it because of the accent. I legitimately want to know what he said.
Give me that. Get out of the car. Give me that. Break that freaking window. Get out of the car.
He says, give me something. We break that fucking window. So I don't know what else they need to give him. He already gave him his driver's license. So again, we're proving that this is intentional by the cops. This is not the performance of their duty. This is personal.
Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out. 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 What part of blood don't you understand? Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting arrested. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro. God.
I want to point some things out, and I'm going to play this again. You have to understand when we use defensive tactics, I am a defensive tactics expert, use of force expert, use of force instructor, defensive tactics expert. When I watch tactics like this, the only reason that they were able to take Hill into custody is because he let them. Period. If he wanted to resist, it would have been a pig pile, and it would have gotten a lot worse. They don't have control over him, okay? And this blows me away. If you watch originally, this guy here that I'm blocking, he's the original officer. He's the contact. He's the one who's, give me your license, I'm going to pull you out of the car. Watch his demeanor change when this guy walks up, this third officer walks up. He completely takes over. And this primary officer who was all tough, watch him. Watch. Second guy opens up the door. He just walks the fuck away like it's nothing. He goes hands-on. When you go hands-on, you're fucking back with your partner. Here, this is not him. This is another officer. The primary officer's back here. He's not doing shit. And when I start to watch him take him down, I start to notice something else. This guy's fucking tatted up like crazy, dude. I don't know. Let's see. His hands are covered with tattoos. Covered with tattoos. Which means his arms are fucking covered with tattoos, and that's why he's wearing the long sleeves. I'm assuming. I don't fucking know. I don't know gang tattoo identifications. I have no fucking clue. But if you're first generation Cuban coming over here and you're serving in the United States, I'm going to start to think, do you have a bias towards American citizens? Do you have a bias towards blacks? Do you? But I want to look at this too. Listen to the verbiage.
Drew.
They have no control over him. You don't put your hands on somebody's upper back if you're going to put him into custody. 2, jacked up, tatted fucking hands. Wedding ring, but I don't know what this ring on this side is. This blows me away. Look at this. Look how loose he has his hand under fucking control. It means they were not threatened. They were not threatened by fucking Hill at all. He did not pose any threat. He could have ripped it out. Watch him just passively pass his hand into cuffs like it's nothing.
I'm getting out, bro. God damn.
No, he doesn't need a control.
When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand?
I'm getting out.
You understand? Not what you want, but what we tell you. You're a little fucking confused.
That whole thing, I'm starting to think, is this a mini little fucking gang that's been certified by the state to be police? When we tell you to do something, you do it. Not what you want, what we want. I think you're a little fucking confused. Again, none of that is illegal language. You could use all of it. I want to know what it's connected to.
Something, you do it. You understand?
I'm getting out.
You understand? Not what you want, but what we tell you. You're a little fucking confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late.
Chill,
Too
bro.
late.
All right, bro. Take me to jail, bro. Do what you got to do, bro.
We are. We will.
Good, bro.
It is good.
He is complying. I don't care what. anybody says, because he's not fucking resisting. Then when they pick him up and move him over to sit down, watch again. Here's this same fucking cop who's all tatted up. He's not involved on this scene. This cop has the ability to walk in, drop somebody on their head, and fucking leave without writing a report. But for some strange reason, his machismo, his Cuban or Latin machismo, is getting in the way, and he comes out of nowhere. And
Hold on, bro. I just had surgery on my knee. I just had surgery on my knee, bro. I just had surgery on my knee, bro.
I just had surgery in your ears when we done
did you have surgery on your ears? Dude, I want to know who this fucking cop is. I want to know what his history is. I want to know if he has a criminal history. I want to know if he came from another country. What's his background in the country he came from? There is something severely fucking wrong about this cop. And I'm going to tell you, I worked with Hispanic men on the street. And I'm very thankful. My two commanders, one was Mexican, one was Puerto Rican, and they got along very well, didn't hate each other. But let me tell you something. There's a lot about them that proves culturally with their machismo and how they dealt with people. We almost had a mini little gang running on the street, a blue line gang, right? Don't tell me this wasn't fucking racial. I know how we target stuff. I know how we target people. I know that crime is culturally connected, and that culture is connected by race. So don't fucking tell me that, police don't profile. And then don't tell me that, black people are profiled. Yeah, black people are profiled because of the numbers of pattern recognition that reflects their behavior. So do Hispanics, so do Asians, so do Italians, so do fucking whites. The numbers are just a little bit more skewed, right? But do not tell me either that police don't take advantage of that. And they're not classically conditioned. You know that 9 out of 10 times a black guy's going to mouth off to you and resist you on the street. Well, then you're going to assume one's going to mouth off to you and resist you on the street because pattern recognition. Again, this stop is a phenomenal case of being 100% right on both sides and 100% immoral on both sides. Do I agree that that Hill should have complied? Well, he did comply. He didn't roll the window down fast enough for their taste. Again, he was ripped out of the car for speeding, ultimately speeding. If you as the American citizen are like, oh, good, he should have complied, I don't think you understand that the power the police have. I think this is a legitimate fucking cop gang here. A wolf pack of 4 that does this shit all the time. And nobody's talking about this. And you could see the pecking order. Watch this shit. This cop is fucking the primary officer, and all you guys are sharing his stuff on social media. You've doxed him already. Nobody is talking. This is from the backup officer's camera. Nobody is talking about this guy who walks up out of nowhere and then just starts calling the shots. He just starts calling the shots, man. Fucking pulls him. When he pulls him out of the car, look, every other cop goes submissive. They all submit to what he's doing. The primary officer backs the fuck away. That's his arrest, man. Why is he not hands up? Look at him standing there like a dumb fucking sponge. And they don't even have they have shit tactics. The only reason that Hill is in custody is because they let him, period. There is something very fucking suspicious about this. And these cops are allowed to get away with this. I can guarantee you they've done this. There is some criminal behavior in their fucking history. They get away with shit off duty that you have no fucking idea of. He just gets up and walks away. This guy is the fucking leader of this pack. He doesn't have to do shit. He's the leader of this fucking specific pack. Guys, man, I'm sorry. If you don't know male behavior, cop behavior, male gang behavior, you can't fucking see it. And he's over there doing nothing now. He did what he wanted to do, walked off. And then when they go to sit him down, he doesn't want to sit down. Watch him just spring right back in action again. And here's the body camera cop doing nothing. Body camera cop's going to walk right in. There is something very suspicious about this fucking stop. I think this is a fucking out of control Miami-Dade criminal element among their police who do whatever the fuck they want without any recourse whatsoever. I think this cop needs to be identified. I think there needs to be research into his background, needs to be research into these 4 officers, because I'm going to tell you flat out, my gut is fucking telling me from start to finish, this is not the first time these guys have done this, and 100% it's not going to be the last. And I'm going to tell you, there's going to be nothing wrong. They're going to be fully cleared. They're going to be fully cleared by the department, and they're only going to do it again. Hope that makes sense. Guys, tell me what you think of the comments. Appreciate you watching.